Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm the mom here from Arrows to Warriors. It has been a hot minute since I've posted my last video with my face on it. And as you can see, I'm sitting here in a pile of games and it looks like a mess, and it is because I'm actually going through this closet. My kids love board games, play them all the time. They played them with us, without us, constantly playing board games. So this closet is always a mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go through all of these toys or games, and I'm going to pull out 5-6 games and put them in a container that they can play with each week and change it up each week. That way they don't go through my closet, they don't make a mess, and I have to clean it up and make sure all the pieces are there. So that is what I'm going to do. So I figured I would take you along with me, show you some of these, and show you their favorites, maybe some ideas for Christmas, because there are some really fun games in here, and show you how I'm going to organize it. So stay tuned. Okay, before I actually start organizing, I figured I'd show you some of my kids' favorite board games, and then I'll show you how I'm going to organize it and how I'm going to choose what goes in the little box for them to play. So I will say one of Malachi's, my 5-year-old's favorite game, is Don't Break the Ice. Definitely one of his favorites. He also loves this one, Orangutan, I think is how you say it. And this one, you put the trees together, you put this orangutan on the line, and then you'd roll the dice to see what you put on the orangutan, and if he pops, he pops. So they like that. This is a new game that they just got, Headbands Blast Off. Seems to be a big hit. They each have a light bright. Cayman has the original light bright. Lana's got one of the newer light brights, and then Malachi just has this little beady one. But they love that. Oh, this one's a good one. Battleship. We have the original Battleship, like the really old one, like it is old Battleship, and then Cayman just got this version for his birthday, and I love it because it is all in one. So when you open, oops, it opens completely like this, and then, hold on, oh, right there, you gotta do it right, and then it just raises up, and you have double sides. Everything is on its side, so you keep your ships over here. Inside here are your pegs, and it's like that for both sides, and it all is just together in one little happy pack. Like that a lot. Another favorite game, of course, is Operation Candyland. Hi-Ho Cheerio. We love Barrel Full of Monkeys, Checkers, and Tic-Tac-Toe. Let me tell you, Tic-Tac-Toe is probably the favorite game. My kids love playing with dominoes. They like stacking them up, knocking them down type dominoes, but they do also like the game dominoes with the dots. They do enjoy that. And we have 2 really old sets. Twister. We have Twister. They love Twister. I'm not going to be able to get to it. Connect 4. Don't Wake Dad. And I think those are the, oh, and guess who? Those are the favorite games that we have. So now I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me go through all of this, but I'm going to take a little quick video of before, and then I'll do a time lapse of organizing, and then I'll show you after and show you what I chose to put in their bucket for this next upcoming week of their game options. So be right back. When I say it's a mess, boy, do I mean it. This is just where it's gotten, how they're pulling things out. and then just not putting them back up because then they can't get to the games they want. There's Rock'em Sock'em in there. All kinds of games. So I'm going to find the best way to organize this, and the games that they can play for the week are going to go in here. So I got to pull all these out and repack it. Okay, so it already looks a million times better. We'll just see how long it stays this way. But I stack things up in kind of the order that they play them or don't play them. We've got the Light Brights over here, Jenga, Life, Sorry. They play these games kind of often, so these are over here all together. This is Easy Grab for them, as well as some of these. Gator Golf is also a good one. This Lucky Duck game is good. It doesn't have any batteries in it. They died. Thank goodness. I'm just kidding. Shark Bite game. That's chess. Cayman is wanting to learn how to play chess. This is a pretty good board. Don't Wake Dad down there. We don't really play that very often. But this is the end. I've got all the games in there except for what is in their baskets. And I'll show you their basket next. So I told you we play a lot of board games, and we do. We also just play a lot of games and do a lot of sensory activities. So I took out some things that were in the game closet that were not board games. So I've got to find somewhere to do with all of that. But I'll go ahead and show you what I did put in their game basket, so they can have access to these anytime they choose, and I'll change them out about every week or so. So let's take a look. All right, so I threw Yahtzee in there because it's not a game that we've played together as a family, and it is a very good math game, so I'm excited about that. I only need one of these. I'm gonna get rid of the other one. But this is like a go fish game, or like one of those fishing games that spins. It's wooden, and it's got these wooden fish, and the fish all have letters in it. So you put the fish down in here, and then the end of this, the fishing pole has magnets, so you can pick it up, but when it's in there, you can also get it and bring it over to pick it up. It's a pretty cool game. And it helps with letter recognition. So it's a fun game, but it's also educational, which is one reason I do love board games so much. And the kids love them too, and all have asked for new board games for Christmas. So there's that. Twister, put that in here. I put this one in here because it does have 3 games in one: Tic-Tac-Toe, checkers, and snakes. I put Don't Break the Ice in here. Of course, I did put Battleship, Guess Who, the headband blast off, and then the game I forgot to even tell you was a new game that we have, and it's Quick Pucks. You hear the bell? I played as a kid with like little puzzle pieces type things, but this is really fun, and it's a speed thing. There are 2 different cards you can play with. One's easier than the other. The first to get the pucks matching the card rings the bell and you win. So it is a very fun game as well. So those are the games that they will have. Now the things that they always have access to are things that are in this corner. So we have kinetic sand, which I'm going to trade this kinetic sand out for some others because I have all of this. We've got all this kinetic sand, all these sand toys, and I've got all this Play-Doh and Play-Doh toys. So I'm going to change some things out every once in a while for that. But with this sand, I made these letters, And we play CVC with Malachi, play CVC words with this. So he can do something like bet, B-E-T, consonant, vowel, consonant words, and then they push them down in here, make an imprint, and then they'll pull the letters back out and do more. With these letters, they're always here. I've got consonant and vowel stickers in here, and they'll separate the letters, put the consonants on the consonants page and the vowels on the vowel page, and then they also have numbers in here as well. So they always have access to that. We have usually a container of water beads to play with. We have these gummy bears, as Malachi calls them. They're the counting bears. It's got these tongs in it, cups, and then the colored bears. You can see them. They're different colors, different sizes. I have no idea where that went. Find it when I clean up after this. We have these cuisine rods, Cuisinaire rods. I lied. Cuisine is not for this. But this was from our math that we did with My Father's World. So they can make things out of this, and they can also see fractions and stuff with this, so they love that. I told you we love Tic-Tac-Toe, so we have a Georgia Bulldog Tic-Tac-Toe. You're either G's or your dogs, and it's a canvas with vinyl that I made for them. We also have this that I found at Lidl. It's just a fraction set, and it's wood. We also have this, which I actually really enjoy. It's also a wood sorting puzzle, but you can make letters, numbers, and shapes out of it, and it's got all these different sized pieces of wood on a pegboard. It's a really cool concept. We keep a rice bucket. They didn't close it. Right now it's blue, and they have dinosaurs in it because it's just sensory and imagination play. And then they have these magnet sticks that have these magnetic balls in it, and they can make things with the magnet sticks, as well as the 10-gram blocks. And then in the living room, and it stays in the living room because we use it so often, we have their magnetiles. They each now have one of these little writing tablets. You draw on it and write. And so they always have access to that. So, and then I'm gonna pull the Legos down, and they'll have access to that too. So we have a lot of things that the kids have access to, and I mean, and we're not, let's see, we've got wood blocks, got this entire container of dominoes, tumbling dominoes, but I try to keep a lot of things accessible that they can do with their hands, that they can learn by play, and that's what we're doing a lot more of here recently when it comes to education. And in their homeschooling, it's a lot of play and what they're interested in and what they want to learn and how they want to learn it. And I'm noticing big changes in their want to do school and how they're catching on and just how well they're learning. So that's it. Those are my games and activities that we have. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of out of the blue, but I knew I had to organize that, so I figured I'd take you along for the ride. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day and a Merry Christmas. Bye, y'all.